Hi, everyone, Corey Hobbs back again with another quick bite-sized tip to help you fuel your strength, nourish your future, and thrive. And I wanted to visit this idea posed by Hippocrates. I mean, you probably heard it before. There's let food be thy medicine and medicine be thy food, and it ties back to the Hippocratic Oath. Hippocrates being a great philosopher of the old age. Essentially, I think we forget that food is not meant to make us sick. Sure, overeating the wrong types of food can absolutely, you look at chronic disease, heart disease, diabetes, those are all on the rise. And can we tie that back to the food system? I'm actually reading this book right here, How to Eat, Move, and Be Healthy by Paul Chek. It's a really interesting book. I'm not saying everything Paul Chek says is gospel or anything, but some of the ideas I really like. And the way he presents early on in this book is you're going to go visit Dr. Einstein. Dr. Einstein, of course, being this master at asking questions, almost, like Socrates and Plato and these great philosophers, just continuing to ask these questions to try to get to the root of things. So basically, you go to the doctor, you see Dr. Einstein, and he just asks you questions like, hey, how did you get here? Why are you sick? And it basically boils down to the things that you are doing, the things that you repeatedly do, the foods you eat, the things you put into your body, your environment, all that is probably not, if not definitely, contributing to your current state of health. So if you're looking to change your health, we need to look at the base causes of the things that got us to where we are in the first time, whether that's lack of activity, poor food quality, not getting enough greens. We could even look at, the soil quality and how your food's grown. Is it organic? And yes, it is a little bit more nutritious, but I think the biggest thing is like, hey, is there an exposure to pesticides here that's going to put a big toxic burden on us? Now, in terms of detoxing, do you really need a detox tea or something all the time? Probably not necessarily. You need to sweat, you need to sleep, and you need to make sure you're drinking quality water so you can excrete toxins. Your body's actually pretty good. If you get that liver what it needs to get those detox pathways flowing, it's actually pretty good. That being said, the best way is to avoid the toxins in the first place. So if you look at food quality, what's going on in your environment, air quality, all that stuff is going to play a role. And of course, if you're not exercising, food, nutrition, exercise, it all comes together. So I'm a dietitian and a strength coach. I think they're two sides of the same coin. And of course, we can throw in mental health, relationships. There's so many layers that we can get into. But my challenge to you would be, if you're not seeing the results that you're looking for, one, track something. I have a blog post on like how to calculate your caloric needs and get your own meal plan. That's super easy. But you got to track. What gets measured gets improved. If you're not seeing the results you want and you're not tracking, it's a hard truth, but the reality is you got no one way but yourself. Now, if there's a lack of knowledge, okay, we need to seek out someone who knows what they're doing, what types of food you should be eating, all that stuff. But it starts with measuring, setting the goal. Well, it starts with setting the goal that you want, tracking, a normal day, what that looks like, and making adjustments. If you don't change anything, you're not going to get results. You can't do something you've never done before without doing things that you've never done before. That's a Coach Monkenism, if you will, when he took over the Army football program, is one of those ideas. Like, hard work wasn't the issue. Can we focus our work where it needs to be focused to get the results that we want? And that's where the magic is. So if you're not happy, then we got to look at why. Let's get to the root cause. Let's not put a Band-Aid over it. Maybe you need a medication for the short term, but your body's pretty good at doing what it needs to do if you give it what it needs to thrive. You got to fuel your strength, nourish your future, and you got to thrive. But you got to look at the whole picture. There's no magic pill. It's going to take time, but you got to look at the whole thing. I hope this helps, and I'll talk to you soon.